Okay,
Stick the neck out. Yeah.
Tell me what you think about the purpose of life.
No, that's way too. That's really
Too
broad.
vague.
I'll try to. Let me think for a second. I'll try to talk about it, but that's like a big one.
Yeah, that one's.
So hold on, just give me a second. Okay, so I think this is what I think the purpose of life is. Okay. I think the purpose of all life in the universe is kind of the same thing we see on the basic levels of nature, okay? Which is animals reproducing. They're reproducing themselves. They're reproducing their race, their species, because they want to populate. They want their will to carry on, right? It's just something that does. I think this happens at the smallest, most minuscule levels in the universe. And what I mean by that is we are all equations, okay? We're all just a math equation. What I mean by that is when you look at your hand or whatever and there's cells and you go deeper and we're made up of elements and then you just, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, you just get smaller and smaller. You go down deeper and deeper. Eventually you're left with like an elementary particle, right? The smallest unit possible. And the reality is we're made up like computer programs. It's just like an image on a computer. An image on a computer is 001111001111. That's what the color red is. That's what an image is, made up of pixels on a computer. It's computer language, and the fundamental basis of computer language is zeros and ones. It's just two different digits, and you can combine those two different digits in a trillion different ways. And at our smallest level, we are just those particles. We're that elementary particle. And the only difference, what we're made up of, is the combination of those elementary particles, 11001. It's like the matrix, right? We're all just data. So at our smallest level, every element, every atom we're made up of is just a combination of either one elementary particle or two. It's just a math equation. We're a math equation trying to replicate itself, okay? And that doesn't necessarily even hold true for something that has to be alive, because the space is an element, dark matter. That's the strongest equation in the universe. That's the equation that has expressed itself so strongly, it makes up all of our universe. That's a math equation. So, let me tell you this. How long are we going, by the way? This one could go for a minute.
30 seconds.
I swear to God,
30 seconds
there's...
until 3 minutes.
No. Okay, so listen, there's going to be a long term, because you asked me what the purpose of life is, right? There's going to be a big swing around. Okay? So think of Krispy Kreme donuts. Okay, now remember, we're going to swing back. I talked about elementary particles. I talked about we're just one giant math equation. Krispy Kreme donuts is species. Wait, okay? Hear me out, okay? Somebody made the first Krispy Kreme donut someday, okay? Someday, I don't know, 50 years ago, I don't know how long Krispy Kreme's been around, but someone made that donut. It was from other donuts, right? And they put way too much sugar. They did some special process to it, and they said, wow, this is like getting a shot of sugar directly into your heart, okay? And then someone's friend tried those donuts, and they said, damn, this is really good. You need to make more of those, okay? And then thousands and millions of people ate those donuts, right? And they opened up multiple shops, right? Millions and billions of Krispy Kreme donuts out there now, right? That was a math equation. The Krispy Kreme donut was a species. It decided to replicate itself, and it gave itself this equation. We created it, but the equation was this rush of sugar to your heart, and that equation replicated itself. We made it happen. We were its parents. We replicated that equation. The Krispy Kreme is our baby that we replicated and made millions of. And that's what the universe is. It's just everything is an equation. So the human species is an equation that wants to replicate itself. It wants to expand, right? And I want to do that because we're stuck on this rock. We're stuck on this planet. The sun could fart and we'd be dead in like a second, right? We need to, the final frontier is out there. It's like we're living on an oasis. We're living on this little island, this little dot, this little ball floating through space. And there's an infinite universe out there. Or even if it's finite, it would take infinity to see it. You know, they talk about, maybe gravity flips the universe back into itself, so there is no barrier. But that's our future. So here's what I think the purpose of life is. The purpose of life for humanity is to be valuable to your community, to have a place in your community, to do good things, to have a happy life, right? But the ultimate goal is the advancement of our species through that through that satisfaction.
That
If you write,
satisfaction?
yeah, exactly. If you write a wonderful book, right, and it improves humanity, you've improved humanity, taking us on this track to get off this planet and expand our equation, expand our species, to find out more, which is a wonderful thing, because I think the expression of intelligence is how much physical control you have over your environment. You know, it's like the hands of a mole. That's a form of intelligence. It was evolved over time. We just did it mentally. So anyway, that's what I think the purpose of life is. The purpose of life is to find a way to be super happy, but also be valuable to your community and to humanity as a whole. Even if that means you're a hermit because you're a psychopath, it kept you out of humanity. So be valuable to your species as a whole. Be satisfied with doing that. Find some way, some dream to express yourself through humanity and make people's lives better, so we improve as a species, so we get the fuck off this planet and expand our equation across the universe like the Krispy Kreme donut. And that's what I have to say about the purpose of life.
Right.
Okay.